think we're back live again. I hope. Oh. Alright, alright, we're back live again. I'm not sure what happened. But it's happened before when my computer just turns itself off. I don't know what causes that. But we're back live again. Let me see here. I need to adjust that. Okay, so we're back live again. Oh, there we go. So we'll hit play. I'm on, I don't know where I am. We're about 13 minutes and 37 seconds in. If you want to go to that bit, 13 minutes and 37 seconds. And we go for, do a countdown. So in 3, 2, 1, play. Okay. Okay. I don't know what happened. But we back live. And he just disappears again. So yeah, I'm not sure what causes that. I know it's happened maybe once or twice before. It doesn't seem to happen very often, which is good, but still, the fact that it just happens at all is so weird. I'm gonna see if I could find out if I've got like some, maybe some awkward power settings or something. Switch it to never. It might be something to do with like the power settings where it goes to sleep after a few hours, but are they really chasing the dead man? Yeah, my best guess is that's something to do with the power, but I have no idea. Power settings, but I have no idea. That's for you, sir. Hey, Sam is back. Yeah, it seems to be okay now. I'm not sure what caused the issue, but my computer just turned itself off and then turned itself back on. Well, as you know, it turned itself off. I'll turn it back on again. My best guess right now is that it might be something to do with the power settings, where it turns itself off after a few hours. Because I did have my computer on for a few hours before I started this live stream. The only thing is that shouldn't happen if I'm using my computer. Like, it's only supposed to be 3 hours of inactivity, and it definitely hasn't been 3 hours of inactivity. So I'm just guessing, really. But yeah, it turned itself off, and then when it does that, it ends the stream. But hopefully, whatever caused it is resolved. But yeah, I don't know what's going on. But yeah, that's my day so far. Technical difficulties and people telling me that I'm rubbish. That's my day so far. Hopefully your day's been more positive. Oh, his life must be that rubbish. You have to get online and behave like that. I mean, it's kind of sad, isn't it? Like, it's kind of sad. Like, if you watch a video or maybe series of videos, and for whatever reason you decide you don't like this type of content, you just stop watching those videos, right? Right? I mean, you'd be like, okay, I've seen enough of this guy. I don't need to watch anymore, and you just stop. Now, I'm not saying you're not allowed to express that you don't like something. Of course, that's freedom of speech. Of course, you can say it. But once you've said it once, then that's that. You don't need to say it again. And you certainly don't need to be coming back the next day to say the same thing you said the previous day. Like, what do you hope to achieve from that? I get it, man. It feels like some people just enjoy being miserable, which, I mean, I don't know how you can enjoy being miserable, but I guess some people just, yeah. But hey, that can never be us. We ain't no saddos. Not in this village. Nothing but good vibes. see a video I don't like, I just move on. You are indeed. Indeed. It is, well, I wouldn't say I've never done it. That'd be a lie. But I would say, like, I mean, even when it comes to clicking dislike on a video, like, I have done it in the past, but it's rare. It is rare. Like, I think I've probably disliked, I don't know, be less than 10 videos in my entire lifetime. Maybe less than 10. And most of those would have been like, you know, around when YouTube started or something. In fact, no, you didn't have dislikes when YouTube started. You just had a rating system. So yeah, I don't even know how many, but it's not many. And I think the last time was many years ago. So it's not something I do. Yo, what up, Powerline? How you doing? How's your day going, Powerline? We're just talking about disliking videos, Powerline. And the fact that it's a rare occasion where I leave a bad comment or dislike a video. If I don't like it, just move on. Okay, I will dislike. Yeah, go for it. Why not? Why not? Hit that dislike button. It's all good. It's all feedback. Escape from death row 5 years after. Well, never say never, right? Never say never, but I have no plans for that right now. The video on that video. Those were on my video online. The guys doing the reaction had a Black Lives Matter poster. They got over a post that was unreal. They come in, you're upset over a poster, really? You know, it's kind of funny to me that, and to be fair, I don't know if this applies to that video specifically, Sam, but just in general, it's just funny to me that it seems like the type of people who talk about the importance of free speech, like a lot of times, like they don't like when people express their freedom of speech or freedom of expression. You know, they'll always be like, yeah, free speech, free expression, free speech, free expression. But when somebody freely expresses themselves and it happens to be in a way that they don't particularly like, it's a problem. You can't do that. Why are you doing that? Blah blah. It's like, you don't have to like it, but come on. People have different opinions on things. You just did it twice. Actually, a third time. Said never. Well, yeah, never say never. That's kind of the saying, never say never. I don't have any plans to make any videos like that. Like I say, not right now. Maybe one day. I'm not saying I never will. I'm just saying it's not on my mind to do it anytime soon. and it may not be on my mind to do it for a very long time, if ever at all. But hey, never say never. Never say never. But yeah, it's just not where my mind's at right now with those types of videos. They're gonna run right in the middle of the parade. Man, people attacking me was unreal over a poster. Oh, they started attacking you as well, mate. So they started attacking them because of a poster, and they started attacking you for saying, "Hey, you're upset over a poster." Bruh. I think there's a lot of people out there that live very miserable lives. Someone said that you would be upset over a Trump poster, and I said, no, I'm really not that sad. See, yeah, it's like, it's such an irrelevant thing, isn't it? Like, if you make a video, most people, especially if you're doing reaction videos, they're going to be in their room. So yeah, they're going to have, whether it's a poster or whatever, they're going to have things in the background. Some of those things may be political, some of those things may not be. It doesn't matter in the end. What matters is, what was their content like, you know? Maybe I should start doing reaction videos again. The Tom McDonald reaction videos, and have a Joe Biden poster in the background. I have a Joe Biden poster next to a Confederate flag. See what that does. Oh mate. Actually, no, I am remembering now. Some of the reactions I got when I was doing reactions, and I don't know, people could be people could be just funny and weird, creepy, sad. All kinds of things, like yeah, it's like, I mean, like I say, you don't have to like everything. You don't, of course not. You don't have to like everything, but the way people decide how to respond to things they don't like, and especially like trivial things. Oh, it's a poster in the back. I'm gonna get on this guy's back about a poster. Or in my case, it was more like, you said this was good, and instead of saying it was the most amazing thing you've ever heard in your entire life. I'm like, dude, chill, man. just to affect your day. I don't like that. Some snowflake, but that's a little snowflakey to me. Yeah, I think if more people just chilled out, you know, just spent time doing things that they enjoy, leaving the things they don't enjoy alone. I think we'd be happier, you know? I think we'd be happier. Oh wait, this is the earlier scene. But I guess like a lot of times when people do that sort of stuff, like they themselves, I would assume, and again, I'm not, I don't know about these guys specifically, but I think a lot of guys who do that sort of thing like lack a lot of self-awareness, because a lot of people who like use that term snowflake to describe people, be like, oh, you're a snowflake because you got offended over this, you're a snowflake because you got upset over that, you're a snowflake because, you know, this triggered you or whatever. A lot of times the same people using words like that would get upset over the simplest things, like somebody had a poster in their wall. You know? Like, come on. One guy was precious to me. He started giving me all these facts about why Black Lives Matter are bad. Like, dude, I'm not saying you're incorrect. I'm saying you're crying over a poster. Get it correct. Do you think that guy got a grip? I'm guessing not. My guess is that guy's still upset that the person doing reaction video had a Black Lives Matter poster. He's probably still to this day like crying about it. He probably goes to his job and he's just like, and he stands by the coffee machine for hours, just stirring his cup of coffee with an angry face on his, with an angry look on his face. And his co-workers are like, "Hey, what's wrong? You've been here for hours. You okay?" And he said, "I watched the video today. It was a reaction video, and there was a Black Lives Matter poster in the back. No, I can never live my life in a happy way again. I will be miserable until I die." Tiga got deaded. It's kind of a sad death, but I mean, he was killing a bunch of people, so you know. I mean. Yo, what up, Brax? Brax Bivy, in a place to bivy. How's give it on this Tuesday evening? Speaking of people getting triggered, did you hear that apparently The Simpsons is no longer gonna have Homer strangle Bart anymore? Now, to be honest, I've not watched The Simpsons in years, so it makes no difference to me what they do there. But apparently The Simpsons is no longer gonna have, after 34 years, they're no longer going to have Homer Simpson strangle Bart anymore. And a lot of people upset over that. A lot of people upset that Homer's not going to strangle Bart anymore. Like I said, I haven't watched Simpsons in years, so it makes no difference to me one way or the other what they do there, but it does seem like an odd thing to be upset. What's going on? Are we still live? Oh. Okay, we're still live. All right, well that was an episode called Unrequited, which was pretty interesting. You know, the guy they thought was dead, but was developed the ability to make himself invisible when he needs to, and then, you know, kills people. So that was interesting. I like that episode. But let's get the next one ready on zero. It's called Tempus Fugit or Fugit. We'll start it in a moment, get it ready on zero, and I'll let you know when to press play. Just catch up the chat for a little bit though before we hit the play button on that. That was over a year ago, and even now I will get the comment on it still to this day saying that you posted it now. Now the truth is out about Black Lives Matter. Wow. Just for saying you're upset over a poster. Not even like, hey, Black Lives Matter, the greatest organization in the history of the world, and they've never done anything wrong, ever. Just like, hey, you're upset over a poster. And people feel we need to educate you on this. It's like, bro, chill. And a year ago as well, like over a year ago, mate. If there was ever an indication that some people just don't have lives, if there was ever an indication that some people, I mean, to be honest, I guess like I was saying the other day, was it yesterday actually? Like we're all weirdos and misfits and whatever, but some people are just beyond. You know what I mean? Just. Some people are just beyond. Over a damn poster. But yeah, I think when people do that sort of stuff, more often than not, it's best to just not engage with them. Just like, you know what? Let me just ignore you. Because they're not really looking to have a conversation. They're just looking to vent some BS opinion. So sometimes it's just best to be like, you know what? I'm not even gonna bother. I'm just not even gonna bother. I'm full of words and organizations and behind it. Ooh, excuse me. Oh, did it go off for a minute? It seemed a bit weird for a second. So it was off then. Sorry, I wasn't sure what was going on, but it was apparently it was off for a bit. Because it did seem to get a bit weird, but I wasn't sure what was actually happening. So apparently it was off. So, okay, but we back now. Cool. Wow. All I know. People are gonna do what people are gonna do. You know. Sometimes they're gonna do good things. Sometimes they're gonna do bad things. But I do think, and not to get too political, because I try not to do that. Listen, I'm mostly here to talk bullshit and make dirty jokes, but you know, every now and then, okay, we could get a little serious. But I do think that when it comes to any kind of organization, one of the most important things, especially like political organizations or social organizations, one of the most important things they should do is continually ask themselves, are we still needed? Like, you know, the reasons that we started this organization, are they still valid reasons to continue this? And if not, are there any other reasons for us to continue? And you got to be honest with yourself. You know, you got to be honest with yourself. Like, are the reasons we started this organization still valid today to continue doing this thing? Or has these issues been resolved? Or if they've not been resolved, have they changed? Or, you know, or whatever it may be. But I think it's important to continually ask yourself, do we still need to be here? And if so, do we still need to be doing this thing? Because I feel like when that doesn't happen, what ends up happening is that people feel the need to justify their own existence, and they're not able to always do so in a productive way. And that's why you get some of the more, you know, BS things that start happening, or some of the more, you know, egregious kind of statements that might come out, and more extreme kind of stuff that comes out, because people feel like, well, you know, we're here and we need to stay here, but they're not really asking themselves, do we actually still need to be here? And if so, do we still need to be doing this thing, or do we need to be doing something else? You know, but I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just talking at my anus. I don't know. I'm just some weirdo on the internet. So what do I know? But yeah, let's get this next episode started. This is episode 17, Tempus Fugit, or Fugit. I don't know. I might be saying that wrong too. But yeah, hopefully you're already on zero of episode 17 of season 4. I'm gonna do this countdown, and in 3, 2, 1, play. Somewhere over the upstate of New York. Was it New York? I didn't see. Yeah, it was New York. I don't back any because they might start out with the best intentions, but it doesn't stay that way. I think that's I think that's a common thing with a lot of things. Is like how something starts and how it ends up could be completely different, you know. But I would say that I don't think it's necessarily wrong to back an organization though if they're doing, say, good things. And then maybe once they start doing bad things, like, all right, I'm out. I'm out. You know, never be afraid to change your mind. So that's important too as well, by the way, I think. You got to be able to change your mind when, whether it's things change or different experiences that inform you in different ways happen, or this guy's sick. do think you can support something without necessarily being a part of something, if that makes sense, you know. Like you could support whether it's a cause or just something going on. Oh, is he making? Oh, okay. But that doesn't necessarily mean that you have, but you don't necessarily have to necessarily join an organization or join, you know, an online social group or something, or online group or whatever. There's a lot of different ways you could have effective support of something. Oh, it's going on. Open to having my mind change. My opinions have changed on lots of stuff over the years. The more you live, the more you experience, your mind changes. I don't make up my mind, though, based on hearsay. I've been guilty of that in the past, but you live and learn. Oh, indeed, indeed, indeed. I think the problem is, or one of the problems I should say rather, is that, I mean, to be honest, it can be very easy to, you know, make your mind up based on hearsay, because I feel like there's so much information out there, right? And it's coming at you from so many different sources and so many different places that I think it could be very easy to, like, form an opinion on something and then only later on realize that you haven't really looked into it yourself. You know what I mean? Not to say that makes it okay. You should, you know, look into things, of course. Upset over posters. It's working for now. But if you're not careful though, maybe like 2-3 years from now, 5 years from now, you might find yourself getting upset over somebody saying Die Hard is not a Christmas movie. You might find a video where somebody says that and then get upset and leave all kinds of abusive comments on their video. I'm just saying, you got to keep your guard up. You got to make sure like that never happens. It's important to always be aware of yourself and to always continually keep checking yourself and making sure you're in a good, stable place. Alrighty. That's enough water for today. Takes a special kind of secret to be that wrong about Die Hard. Yeah, you're right, Sam. You're right. You know, when people think Die Hard is a Christmas movie, it's like, how can you be that wrong about it? That wrong, that's oof. But hey, excuse me. Yeah, just how can you be that wrong? Speaking of Christmas, we are in Christmas season. We are officially 7 days into Mariah Carey season. Have you done Christmas shopping, or is it too early for you? When we are dead, we'll still be having this argument. Yeah, we'd be dead just in the afterlife, like, it's not a Christmas movie. But I guess at that point, we could like consult all like the great minds of history, see what they think. You know, we could find like Aristotle, you know, or Plato, and be like, "Sir, you're known as one of the greatest thinkers in human history. What say you of the Die Hard debate. Bought one thing, so one person's present. I guess that's your favorite child you bought for so far. No, you're just stealing evidence. Oh, they're there to cover up some stuff. That's what people call them. It's not what they call themselves. It's what people call them. So I'm just saying, if everybody considers them to be the greatest thinkers in human history, and they say Die Hard is not a Christmas movie, hey. I'm not very stupid. I'm just regularly stupid. But very, come on now. Not that far. Because Barry's like there. I'm more like there, you know. I'm more like medium stupid, I think. The thing is, I could say it's a Christmas movie. I could say that, but I'd be wrong, you know. I'd just be wrong saying that. I mean, I could say it if you want me to say it, but I mean, I've said wrong things in the past before, so I guess I could say another wrong thing. It's not a problem. These guys are looking for radioactive objects with no protective gear on. stupid it is. Oof. 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 You know what? Forget the Joe Biden poster. I'm gonna get a poster that says Die Hard is not a Christmas movie and put it in her pack. And I'll leave the comments. Well, I guess that's fair. I haven't watched Die Hard for a while now, actually. I think the last time I watched Die Hard was... it's more than a year ago, I'm sure. Like maybe 2-3 years ago. I think I might have to watch it again. I think I might have to watch that one again, especially as we are in the Mariah Carey season. That was Christmas Eve. Okay, well, last year. Okay. Well, less than a year ago, really. What about Home Alone? When was the last time you watched Home Alone? I think the last time I watched that was probably at least 5-6 years ago. Well, only time I watched it, really. A few Christmas ago. Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch those again. Die Hard and Home Alone. And remind myself fully exactly why they're not Christmas movies. Gremlins is a great film, isn't it? I don't think I watched that for a while either. That's another one I need to get out. I've got it on DVD somewhere. It's in there somewhere. But Gremlins 1 and 2, they're great movies. Yeah, I used to have a somewhat of a Christmas tradition for a short while, where the film that I'd watch every Christmas was the film that I'd watch every Christmas was what's it called again? It's called It's a Wonderful Life. I used to watch it every Christmas for a few years and then kind of fizzled out, and I haven't watched it for a long time now, but that's a great movie as well. It's a Wonderful Life. It's an old school film, like 1940 something, but great movie. Pretty sure I got it on DVD somewhere in there as well. Oh, next Christmas. Oh, indeed. New yearly Christmas tradition. But yeah, I really am hoping that it's a full-on, like, not even debatable Christmas movie. Like not a film where it's like people might debate, is it a Christmas movie, is it not, is it? I'm hoping it's a full-on, very clear, it's a Christmas movie. You know, very clear in its approach that it is an actual Christmas movie. Like no debate about that. And then have all the violence and gore in here as well. Anyway. Best kind of Christmas movie, indeed. Indeed. How do you think they could run a film series like Terrifier though? Because like, on one hand, you could potentially go 20 plus movies, right? You could. But then if you did that, like the high risk of it ending up like Halloween, you know what I mean? Or any of these kind of long running movie series where you have so many films, but most of them just suck. And the only reason why anybody watches them is out some kind of nostalgic obligation or whatever. But how do you feel like a film series like Terrifier can go on for before it becomes stale? Because I'm thinking like 4, maybe 5 movies. You know, I feel like 4, maybe 5 movies you can probably go to. And I think after that, the high risk of it becoming, it becomes a high. I mean, I'm not saying that it's impossible to keep it interesting. Of course, it's impossible. I mean, of course, it's possible. But I do feel like maybe 4 or 5 movies. After that, I'm like, I don't know. They'd have to pull something real special out their asses if they're going beyond that. I'll say at this point, would depend on the story. You could maybe get 4, yeah. I think because like Terrifier, the first Terrifier movie, focus less on the story and more on the gore. And then with Terrifier 2, it focused a bit more on the story. I feel like because of that, you know, you could maybe stretch it out a little bit. Yeah, like, you know, 2 parts and things like that, where you have like, because you're effectively beginning a story with part 2. And then part 3 is a continuation. And then part 4 is like a conclusion, right? You could do something like that. Or, yeah, maybe do it in 2 parts where part 4 is like a partial conclusion and part 5 is a full conclusion. But yeah, it's like when film series go on too long, like Halloween. Halloween went way too long after. Like 3 was like, they should have stopped at 3. They should have made. I mean, even 3 was kind of a stretch in itself, but they should definitely would have stopped after 3 and be like, you know what, we're done. At least dead it for like, you know, 30 years or something, and then do like a reboot. Not like that Halloween 2020 crap they made, but like a proper, like starting the story again type reboot. I thought that's what it should have done. Like 1, 2, 3, dead it, come back 20, 30 years later, and you know, reboot it. First one was like an introduction to art. Then the story came in, they built on that for a few films and stopped. Yeah. But I guess it depends on the guy. Was it Damien Leone? I think one of the worst things he can do is sell the rights to like some big movie studio. I feel like that's one of the worst things he can do. Like, he's, in my opinion, and of course he can do what he wants, but I feel like in my opinion, it's best that he keeps all that to himself. That way he can maintain full control over how many movies get made, and hopefully that means he's only making films where there's a point to it and not just like doing it because it's popular and trying to cash it in and has no real ideas of anything anymore. But who knows? Money could be tempting, right? Oh, there's an also. But then again, I guess, I mean, because remember you also had, was it All Hallows Eve? Was that with Art the Clown? Oh no, it's definitely good for him, for sure, for sure. I mean, you know, All Hallows Eve though. Yeah, I think to be fair, that All Hallows Eve as well is a very kind of, I want to say tame movie. Like, it's very slow paced. A lot of the violence and gore doesn't really happen towards the end, if I remember correctly. In fact, I don't even think they... Do they use the name Art the Clown at All Hallows Eve? I can't remember actually. Yeah, certainly by Terrifier, that's when you could be like, okay, yeah, this is like say, like an introduction of Art the Clown, and that film has one of the most memorable kill scenes I think I've seen in any movie. Like, I'm pretty sure anybody who's seen that movie has that particular kill scene ingrained in their brain for the rest of eternity. Even if you haven't seen that movie like for like years, I feel like there's a particular scene in that movie that is ingrained in the brains of everyone who's seen it. you're gonna find a second crash site though. Out of all those films, your attention made you a fan. Yeah, I mean, you got to be good for something, right? Recommending good movies. I think the moment you recommend me a crappy movie, we're gonna have to renegotiate the terms of these nuptials. And if you're gonna put me in a home, I at least want some good movies. Come on. That's just fair, right? That's fair. But that's only fair. If you're gonna put me in a home, can I at least get some good movies? Good horror film when I see one for sure. Yeah, I feel like when it comes to maybe not just horror movies, of course, but any movie in general. Like, of course, a film can do lots of different things, right? Some are gonna label it the alien craft. There's gonna be films that are about like serious topics, and they're gonna be films that have like deeper messaging and things like that, and that's all great, that's all fine. But fundamentally, I feel like any film needs to keep you engaged in some way. Like, it needs to grab your interest and hold your interest in some way. And whether it does that through, the story, the dialogue, or just the action on screen, however it does it, it needs to do it. And so few films, I feel like these days, do that. And it seems like a simple thing, where you get people interested and you hold their interest. But I think a lot of times, like, they're gonna abduct him. A lot of times, like, you see films and it's like they take so long to get to the point that long before they've even got to a point, you're like, look, I've tapped out. Like, I've tapped out at this. I'm gone. And even if you manage to watch the whole movie and maybe it gets better towards the end or whatever, it's just like, nah, I'm done. Still fun. I'm good. Yeah, indeed. Alright, so speaking of good crap movies, I'm not sure if I've asked this before. If I have, my bad. Sorry. I might be repeating myself. Sorry. Sorry if I'm repeating myself. Sorry in advance if I'm repeating myself. But what, in your opinion, is the best crap movie ever made? Because I could think of a few really good crap movies. It might take me a while to decide which one I think is the absolute best of them, but I could definitely think of a good few crappy movies. Like, I mean, a few good crappy movies, like American Ninja comes to mind. Best of the Best comes to mind. But I think maybe one of the most ultimate good crap movies has to be the Sharknado series. Because like that was designed from the ground up to be just that, you know, a good crap movie. Like they knew exactly what they were doing when they're making those films. You know, they were never intended to be, you know, great films, and it weren't like, because a lot of times they set out to make a really good film and it just doesn't necessarily go so well, right? With Sharknado, that was the intention, just to make these cheesy B movies and just run with it. Some people are crap on Terrifier because it isn't standard mainstream, and yeah. Sharknado and a movie called Funhouse Massacre. That's good. You know, now that you've said that, I think I have asked you that question before, because I feel like I've seen you recommend that Funhouse. My bad. I'm sorry. I'm repeating myself. But yeah, I feel like, I mean, mainstream horror movies. Yeah. Then when it comes to horror movies, like there is definitely such a thing as being too polished. I feel like some actors as well are just too famous. You know, like some actors are just too famous for horror movies, because it's like, not to say like, I mean, I don't think they can never ever pull it off, but I do think it takes a lot for an actor who's well known to, you know, pull off a good horror movie, to be in a horror movie and, you know, still make it a good film. H2O for that. You can tell me out of it now for sure. H2O was the one with LL Cool J in it, and then I think it was the one afterwards that had Busta Rhymes and Tyra Banks. innocent bystander got shot. Do a quick search real quick, you know, because you know it's a quick search. Fun House Massacre. Is that from 2015? The Funhouse Massacre horror comedy. Oh, it's on Amazon. To watch as part of the Amazon service. Nice. I think it's like part of Freeview or something. Yeah. Freeview, rather. Robert Englund. Okay, yeah. Oh, to be continued, of course. Robert Englund. Freddie Mercury. No, I'm talking about Freddy Krueger. Freddie Mercury, somebody else. Look, can you imagine Freddie Mercury instead of Freddy Krueger? Like if Nightmare on Elm Street featured Freddie Mercury instead of Freddy Krueger, how's that turning out? Alright, well that was interesting. And to be continued, so this next episode, Max, I guess, would be the conclusion of it. Let's get it ready on 0 and start it in a moment. Start it in just a moment. Looking at it now, Robert Englund, who else is in this? Jerry Burns, Gotti Thompson, Matt Angel, Clint Howard, Mars Crane. I don't think I know these guys. But it's only an hour and a half, or less than an hour and a half really. I could try and find time to watch. Maybe not this week though. I don't think I'll be able to have time to watch it this coming week, but maybe on Monday or something I might have time to watch that. I might. Ooh, excuse me. That was a cough in there. Ooh, wasn't pretty stupid. Oh yeah, that was ruined for him. Wait, like Deputy Dewey. Deputy Dewey from Scream, where he comes across as being a bit, Dan's a bit thick, but then turns out to be one of the bravest ones there. One of the heroes. Until yeah. All right, let's get this next episode started. This is episode 18. It's called Max: The Continuation. All that weird stuff from episode 17. So if you're ready, in 3, 2, 1, play. Stu, still not over that. Yeah, when because like in the first movie, he got stabbed, and it was like it looked like he died, and then it turns out he didn't. And I think in the second movie, something happened where it was like a near death as well. And then by the time you get to, was it 4 or 5? I can't remember, but by the time you get to his death, yeah, that it hit. Here's a question. I don't think I've asked this question. Which movie death scene was the saddest for you? Assuming it's not Officer Deputy Dewey or Officer Dewey. What is the saddest movie death scene for you? I don't know if this is the saddest for me, but I will say this is the one that comes to mind because it's probably the one that I'm sure, I don't know if I've seen it the most, but I've certainly seen it enough times to be pretty significant. But when Ricky dies in Boys in the Hood, because I feel like that for me was certainly amongst the first times I watched a movie where they had a death scene where I was really like, you know. Of the round before that's going to be what I did. One that stand out the most was Green Mile. Big my guy broke my heart. Michael Clark Duncan. I forget his name in the film. Was it Mice? Was that his name in the film? That wasn't his name in the film, actually, but he had a mouse. He had a pet mouse. I can't remember his name. Let's see here, Green Mile. 1999. John Coffey, yeah, Michael Clark Duncan plays John Coffey. Oh yeah, Scully got the cancer in it. so gentle, kind that broke me. The wrong world of mice and men. Oh, Skinner turned up quick. I still ain't seen Mice and Men yet, or read that book. Mice and Men, 1992. Oh, that one's not free. I've got to pay to watch this one. Damn it. Remove that. Swiss, Skinner like plays both sides of the field, doesn't he? Like he's a bit. Sometimes he's helping them, sometimes he's not. Alright, here's a question. From saddest death scene to funniest death scene. Skinner cares for moments goggles. Yeah, that's probably true. It will help him as far as it helped him. Well, what is the funniest death scene you've seen in a movie? Especially in a film that is not a comedy. Funniest death scene in a film that's not a comedy. So I could think of one very specific one for me, which is Pulp Fiction, when Jules kills the guy on the couch. He's got Brad talking, and then he just shoots the guy on the couch. And he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, that pretty good concentration." That was not supposed to be funny. I mean, I'm sure it was supposed to be funny in terms of like, I'm sure the filmmakers know what they're doing, but it was that kind of casually killing something like that shouldn't be funny, is what I mean. Terrified 2. I'm sorry, but that bedroom scene was funny. Bedroom scene, Terrified 2. Bedroom scene. What, when there was a fire? I'm gonna have to refresh my memory on the Terrified movies, actually. I'm forgetting bedroom scenes. Kill that girl in the bedroom. everything. Oh, of course, she moves again. Damn, man. Oh, excuse me. Oof, man. Yeah, I bought Terrifier. Terrifier and Terrifier 2, I bought them. So yeah, I can watch them again without having to pay again. Yeah, I've got them both on Amazon. So yeah, I might have to refresh my memory. Can't be forgetting bedroom kills. That don't sound right. Someone walked in. She was in the mess on the bed. Was still alive. Then killed the mom and put the candy in her head and handed it. Oh, I think I remember that bit. Yeah, I think I remember that bit. Yeah. I remember that bit. I mean, it's considerate, you know, giving out sweets to the kids. It's like maybe he couldn't find a bowl, so he's like, okay, I'll use this woman's head as a bowl to put the candy in. I feel like that's pretty considerate, actually. Right, indeed, yeah. I mean, I'm just saying, like, you want to give the kids some candy, and it's like they don't have a bowl, or maybe they did have a bowl, but it was dirty, you know, and he probably didn't want to wash the bowl because, like, you know, he kills people, right? So he's probably got all kinds of blood and germs on his hands. So instead of, like, you know, using one of their bowls and contaminating, you know, their food, he was like, you know, I'll kill the woman and put the sweets in put the candy in the head, and that's just, it's a safer, more hygienic way of giving kids sweets. Makes sense to me anyway. Makes perfect sense to me. We found it. What's the it's that they found? yeah. I guess like Art the Clown just might be amongst the most considerate killers out there. You know, he just might be amongst the most, if not the most considerate killer. He's got to be up there with the most considerate killers, if not the most considerate killer, I'm thinking. Because Michael Myers isn't that considerate. Michael Myers like stabs people against walls and just leaves them there like impaled on a wall. And it's like, well, someone's got to clean that up. You know? And plus, there's not if you clean it up, it's like there's a hole in the wall now. Like, you know, have to call the plasterers around and get quotes. You got people like Ghostface. He's probably one of the most inconsiderate killers around. Just leaves dead bodies like in just anywhere. How's Mulder still got a job? Mulder knows too much, man. How is he still alive? Mulder knows too much, man. How is he figuring all this out and still be alive now? Mulder should have been killed like in season 2 or something, the one that he knows. She's supposed to be looking. I guess they're supposed to be looking. Probably the motor sounds crazy. That's probably it, actually. The one thing that keeps him alive is that he sounds crazy and people don't believe him. But I don't know, man. You might accidentally get the right answer the way he's guessing like this. So I guess we're just waiting to see if Moloch actually got this all right or not. Because that's one hell of a guess. Oh, man. Oof. All right. We've got about 20 minutes left of this episode. I could hang out till then. Ish. You are Titan, yeah. You know, I had about 4 hours sleep, 4 hours and 40 minutes of sleep. Yeah, 4 hours, 44 minutes of sleep. And that's not usually a major issue. Like, if you, like, maybe have a nap later on or something like that. But didn't quite work out that way today, so yeah, I am a little bit hanging, but you could have cancelled the stream, yeah, I could have, but I'm good. We're almost there. We're almost there. Ain't long now. You would have missed me. You'd have missed me more. I wasn't streaming, you'd have to spend time with your fella, and you're like, man, do this again. You have to spend quality time with your partner. You love my crappy opinions. Oh, that would have been much better. You would have had a much better time. I can't lie, you would have had a much better time if I didn't stream then. I pretty much ruined your evening, I think. I ruined your evening today. So good. I don't mind that. I can live with that. I can live with that. Northeast Georgetown. Oof. So it's a married life, sadly. Yeah, we try, man. We try. What you doing, Scully? Alright, not long now. Less than 15 minutes. We got this. We got this. trouble. Multiple, that's a FBI card. Pull the FBI card when he needs to. FBI privilege indeed. You gonna do something silly. Yeah, I'll probably end up abusing something like that though. I ain't gonna lie. If I had like a FBI badge, I'll probably use it for everything. You know what I mean? Like I'll be like, you know, going in front of the queues at the greengrocers. You know, you go to the supermarket or whatever, you'd be like, I'm an FBI agent. Step aside, man. Step aside. I'll be using it for everything. Give you free stuff, exactly. So I'm gonna need you to not charge these. Not charge me for these. I'm an FBI agent. I need to take some of this for evidence. You understand? Thank you, sir. Thank you for your cooperation, sir. Your country owes you a debt of gratitude. Exactly. Man, I'm gonna need you to make me a coffee. Do the latte art, please. I want you to draw a flower in my coffee, please. I'm an FBI agent. Thank you, ma'am. Your country owes you a debt of gratitude. That'd be my whole phrase. Thank you. Your country owes you a debt of gratitude. That's of course if they oblige. If they start giving me trouble, then it's like, you know what? I'm gonna have to arrest you. And take you to Guantanamo Bay or something. I'll be getting free coffee, free cake. Free biscuits. Got him now. Now you can't put like a trolley in front of the door and I think that's going to hold somebody. Turbulence. Actually, speaking of coffee, I went to one of my favorite coffee shops yesterday, right? And it's a nice little place, a few miles from where I live. Now, the very first time I went there, I believe they were just opening up, right? Maybe like they've only been open for maybe a couple of weeks or so. They were still quite new, I think. And first, so like I went there and there was like hardly anybody else in the shop. It was just me, the owner, and I think one other person came in and left. A little while later, I go there again, and you know, there's maybe a few people there, and a different person working behind the counter. There was like maybe two people working behind the counter. First time I go there, which was yesterday, you know, again, two different people working there, and the place was packed. And this is all within, I don't know, like, I want to say 3 months, approximately 3-4 months. So yeah, it just went from being this like quaint little place that maybe hardly anybody knew about to this buzzing environment in a few months. Oh yeah, definitely good for them. Definitely good for them. Just sucks when you want to have a quiet coffee though. Like, man, I've got all these people around, I'm just trying to have a quiet coffee. No, but it's cool though. They do like a lot of events there. That's I think it's probably one of the reasons why it's gotten popular, because they have like things like you know, making pottery or, you know, painting. And I haven't been to any of their events, but I've seen them post it on their Instagram page about the events that they run. And they'll like have like artists, like a local artist that they'll feature for each month. So they do quite a few cool things there. And I imagine that's part of the reason why it's gotten so popular in a relatively short amount of time. But so it is good for them. But it's more like I was going there thinking, yeah, let me just get a coffee and sit down and chill. And walk in there and it was like, well, I can't even sit anywhere. Like, okay, because I have to get this one to go. I did manage to sit somewhere though, so it wasn't too bad. Somebody was leaving when I was coming in, and shortly after I came in, so. Haven't had it though, busy, my thing. I guess I don't mind busy specifically. I guess it's more like it depends on the size of the place as well. You know, because like it's quite a small shop, so if it gets busy, then it gets packed real easily. You know, you could probably fit like, I mean, at a guess, I'd say you could probably fit like 15 to 20 people inside the shop, and then maybe another, because they've got like a seating area outside, so you can maybe fit another 15 to 20 people in that seating area outside. So yeah, if it's busy, then you it's like right, it will fill up pretty quickly. But it's a cool place though. Like I do like this shop because they do real nice coffee, and I think especially like the lady who owns the shop. Like when I had that, I think it was a latte that I got from her, and it was just like, you know, like a lot of places, like they get the milk ratio, the milk to coffee ratio all the way off. Like this one was just like it was spot on. I was like, you know what, this lady knows what she's doing. Wow, that was the X-Files, the conclusion of the 2-part episode. I guess I never did find out what was in that satchel, but hey, some things are best left to misery. Well, misery. Not one of them, both of them maybe. Anyway, that's the end of that. That was pretty cool. I like that episode. Next week, 19, 20, 21. But that's still next week. Until then, let's switch over to this screen. Oof, man. Those are hard to find, no, for sure. Like, especially like, you know, I felt like a lot of the big places like Starbucks and Costa, you know, like if you get like a latte from them, like they're like okay, I guess. But I feel like, especially like Starbucks, like the milk ratio, like they're so milky. Like it feels like it's more milk. I mean, the latte is more milk than coffee. I know that, but you know what I mean, it just feels like you could barely taste the coffee that much. Like you could barely. They put so much milk in it, and you can't really taste much of the coffee. Where you go to some of these smaller places where they just know what they're doing, and then you could still taste the coffee through the milk, and the milk kind of adds like a nice kind of sweetness to it, like a nice kind of like texture to feeling to it. And it's like, yeah, that's how it should be done. You know, don't like overdo it with the milk. You know, I'm not trying to hide the coffee. You know what I mean? I still want to taste the coffee. But yeah, places like that, they know what they're doing when it comes to it. Like, if you want to get like a latte or flat white or any kind of milk coffee like that. I did, yes. Well, no, I didn't eat all of them. I did share them out a bit, but I ate most of them. I ate most of them. You know what though? Like I mean, yeah. Like I did. I mean, I know I made some mistakes with it. Like I definitely did some things wrong and things that I could have done better. And you know. But I think in the end, I'm still quite pleased with how they turned out, because they still tasted pretty good, you know. They definitely weren't as nice as the professional ones, for sure, but they tasted pretty good, you know. And yeah, so I like them. I feel like because I put them in the fridge afterwards, and I think the more you leave them in the fridge, the better they taste. That's how it seemed to me anyway. Like, the first time I tried it, they were pretty okay, but then after they've been in the fridge for a little bit longer, you know, it felt to me like it tasted a little bit better. Like, I don't know if that's me, if I'm imagining it, or there's something else going on. But yeah, they went down. They went down pretty okay. They went down pretty okay. Yeah, I shared some with my little brother, and he actually said that he preferred my ones to the professional ones. So I'm like, I mean, you don't have to lie, but he was like, no. I think wrong. I was like, all right, cool. I'll take it. You did ice and sugar or not? Actually made the ice in my first four was dude. That's what they did in the video. They just like put the they just put like the ice and sugar on. I guess yeah. I mean, it probably would have been better to actually make actual icing and put that on top. Maybe next time I'll do that. In fact, I think next time I do it, there's a lot of things I'll do differently actually. But I think the main things I'll do differently is definitely put the flour in before I start cooking it. Definitely put the flour in before I start cooking it. And when it comes to cooling down, yeah, don't leave it in the pot. Take it out the pot. You know, take it out of the pot, put it in a bowl or something like that. You know, and let it cool down in that. And yeah, maybe make some actual icing to put on top. But yeah, I think aside from that, I think I did okay. You know, not as good. Well, in my opinion, not as good as the store-bought ones, but I think I did okay. They said, like as I said in the video, they weren't disgusting and it was edible. So for me, that's a huge win. You know, because my cooking experience is things like, you know, like rice, stew, you know, stuff like that, like stuff that you do on a stove. That's my cooking experience. When it comes to like bacon, you know, or like any kind of pastry, that's literally the first time I've ever done anything like that, ever in my entire existence ever. So the fact that it wasn't disgusting and it was edible, I feel like that's a huge win for me. That is a huge win for me. You could have bought the custard and chilled it. I could have, but I don't know. It kind of defeats the. I mean, because here's the thing: so I already bought like the pastry base, and I think if I'm buying the custard as well, it kind of defeats the purpose of making it. You know what I mean? Like at that point, it really is just like IKEA. You know, just putting the parts together. So I feel like, yeah, if I was gonna buy I had to make something. You know, I had to make something. So yeah, I could have bought custard and chilled it, but then nah, I feel like I had to make something. So yeah. Try, yeah, no, for sure. Try and error indeed. And also, I feel like some of these videos that you watch, how to make stuff, when you actually start making it and following like the videos and stuff, like I feel like they don't necessarily explain things properly. Like my guess is that they maybe have an assumption that you already have some experience with certain things, and perhaps they don't fully explain things properly, because like things like not leaving it in the pot to cool down. Like I imagine like if you're more experienced with these things, you'd know don't leave it in the pot, right? But that was never explained in these videos, so I just thought it's fine to leave it. I mean, of course, afterwards, it kind of makes sense to me, like, duh, don't leave it in the pot because the pot's hot. But when you've never done this before, I'm not thinking that, right? I'm thinking, okay, I don't need to let it cool. Let me just leave it there for a little bit because I don't want to put it in the fridge right away. Because when it's really hot, you can't put it in the fridge. It would just stimp your whole fridge. That much I do know because, you know, like I said, I've got some cooking experience. But yeah, it didn't occur to me, take it out of the pot. The pot's hot. It's going to still kind of cook while it's in the pot. So yeah, it did come out a bit, you know, crumbly. Maybe not as smooth as it could have been. But yeah. All things considered, I think I did alright. I think I did alright. But yeah, still gonna have to come up to the Midlands and try these was it Couplands? Couplands vanilla slices. It's about £100 return ticket, by the way, to go to the Midlands. £100 return ticket. Am I willing to pay £100 to buy a vanilla slice? I just might be. I just might be. Can't forgive the ice and sugar though. That's bad. That's the. That's one expensive in a slice. Woof. But if it's worth it though, right? I mean, if it's as good as people saying it is, then I just might have to do that. I just might start saving some money now. To be honest, actually, like when it comes to buying a house, like I haven't applied for the mortgage yet, but hopefully I should hopefully do it in the next kind of week or two. But well, there was you, and who else? Who was there? There was Samuel. There was Samson. Sambo. But yeah, no, I did see that there was that thing on. I was reading that thing on Reddit where apparently one guy was like, "Nah, gotta go Couplands." But yeah, you pretty much. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So yeah, once it comes to buying a house, like I haven't applied for mortgage yet, but hopefully we'll be doing that soon. But amongst the places that I'm likely to be looking at could be around the Midlands. So I may be, just maybe, traveling up that area in the coming months or so, but that's not confirmed. That's we'll see. But yeah, if I am, then I'm definitely gonna have to you know, stop by one of these Couplands and I'd be like, hey, how'd you do good vanilla slices? Why'd you hit me one of those? Maybe two. Make sure that they have. So don't buy a house in the Midlands unless there's a Couplands nearby. You know, that's probably like really good advice. That's probably really good advice. Like, it doesn't register with me because I've never been to a Couplands, right? But I know, like, when I was looking for a place some years back, one of the things that was important to me is that there was a chicken shop, a fried chicken shop within walking distance. Listen, yeah. Where I am now, there isn't a fried chicken shop within walking distance. Well, I mean, technically there's KFC, but it's a bit far. It's not, well, it's not, it is it's technically walking distance, but it's not like short walking distance. It's like 15-20 minutes walking distance, you know what I mean? It's that kind of a walk. I was looking for a place. One of the things that was important to me is that there was a place where they had a chicken shop within 5 minutes walking. Like, I don't want to walk for more than 5 minutes to the nearest chicken shop. So yeah, like I totally understand the excuse me, the idea of like when you're looking for places, there's certain things you just need to have nearby. Certain things you need to have nearby, you know. I'm thinking I did miss my coupons. So Greg's just wasn't cutting it for you then. Greg's just wasn't doing it. So I'm looking at Greg's. I'm looking at Coupland's stores. Their branches. They've got quite a lot of branches, but yeah, they're all around the east side. So East Midlands. Like near the coast, like Yorkshire type area. To London is still far away. It is far. But then there's Coopers to London. There's probably a place called Willoughby. But yeah, that is not close at all. That's gotta be like, it's gotta be like near 200-300 miles or something. As tempting as that sounds. Yeah, nah, to be honest though, like I mean, like I said, nothing's confirmed yet. I was just doing some kind of preliminary searches of like places that I might be able to afford, you know, from the mortgage I might be able to get. And yeah, places like Middlesbrough's coming up, and I didn't really check Hull actually, but Hull's not too far from Middlesbrough, so I don't know, maybe that's within range as well. But do I want to live that close to you though? That's the thing. If I'm that close to you, I've got no excuses to not bring you milk. I've been waiting for this milk for years. Nah, I'd have to actually do it. You know, I'd actually have to bring the milk to you. It's like, man. Yes, you do. Wow. If I do buy, though, You won't drink it anyway. I won't drink it anyway. Cool, because it's probably rotten by now. Well, not even probably. Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while. Oh, wait a minute. I'm just looking at something. Apparently they're closed on Saturdays and Sundays. Or is this just that one branch? Oh, no. I think it's just that one branch. Some of them are open on Saturdays. And some of them are open on Sundays. So, yeah, it's just that one branch. Never mind, never mind. But, yeah, I guess some branches don't open every day. It's important to know because, you know, if I go on a weekend, they're like, let me see here. What do houses in Hull cost? Let's see. Are they possibly... Are they possibly within something that I might be able to afford? Let's see here. Terrified free. Christmas. Whoa, £4.5 million though. Alright, let me adjust the parameters. £4.5 million to live. Oh wait, this is also a block of apartments. No, that's not a house. That's not a house, sorry. That's a whole block of apartments that's 4.5 million, and not one house is 4.5 million. I'm not trying to buy an apartment block. But I do have a house for 2.5 million. It's a 4-bedroom house with 4 bathrooms for 2.5 million. I think that might be a little bit out of my range though. I think that might want just a tiny little bit out of my price range. So we'll move on from that. Oh, this is a nice one actually. Let me show you this picture. It's a nice one. Look at this. 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, terraced house. Got a front court as well. Front, you know, we could park a car there or something. Is a nice one actually. I ain't gonna lie, man. Well, you might want to move closer to little Jacob in that case. Impressive 2-bedroom home. Ample accommodation. Yeah, that is nice. That is a nice one. And possibly within range. But yeah, first things first, I've got to apply for this damn mortgage. So yeah, I'm gonna try and do that. If not, or hopefully I could do it soon, but I did put it in my calendar to not leave it too long because you got to get this ball rolling. But yeah, I've got a few decisions to make when it comes to it as well, like whether I actually live in it versus whether I rent it out, or whether I live in it and like live in part of it and rent out the other part of it, you know, that kind of thing. So yeah, there's a few decisions to make along the way. choose, but a lot of it's going to depend on, you know, what I get, where I get it, you know, all that sort of stuff. But initially, got to get it rolling, man. So yeah, got to apply for that mortgage, and hopefully we can start moving from there. I'm always looking at right move to buy with the lotto, and I plan to have. Well, you gotta dream big. Gotta dream big, because you never know, right? You never know. You never know. Oh, excuse me. You never know when you'll just get that coming in. It could be today, could be tomorrow, you never know. And when it does happen, you want to be ready, right? You want to be ready. Yo, wants to be ready. You don't want to be like, I've got all this money, but I ain't got no plans. Good sized garden, a decent sized kitchen. I don't want a lot. Yeah, you should have 4 bedrooms, right? And still make like Elliot and the kids sleep on the floor. Like that's how you should do it. You should have 4 bedrooms, right? 4 big bedrooms, and so you've got like you've got the biggest room, of course, like with a nice bed and everything. And then even though there's like plenty of room for everyone else, you can be like, you know what? Nah, you guys can like all share one floor. Just lay out a mat for them. That's how I do it. I'd be like, yeah, this is my house, mine. Have a shed. Even better. You can have the shed and be grateful. Messy. Well, they're just gonna mess up the shed. I have a messy shed. I'm gonna have to have 2 sheds. Alright. It is about that time. I'll buy him a 1-bed flat and give it there. Yeah, make sure it's a studio as well. Like, not even a bedroom, it's a studio. Where like the bedroom, the kitchen, the toilet's all one room. All one room. No dividers either. Just like bedroom, toilet, kit, all one room. No dividers. I used to live in a place like that actually. Though to be fair, there was a divider from the toilet. Like the kitchen and the main room were all in one room, and then the toilet / shower room was kind of like separate from that. So that had a divider at least. But yeah, kitchen, main room, all together. To be fair though, it was a nice spot. It was a nice spot. I can't complain too much. And I was at the time it was a really good rent as well. I kind of should have stayed there actually, to be honest with you. I probably should have stayed there, but I left because like they were putting the rent up, and I was kind of like, man, nah, I don't really like them putting the rent up. I want to look for somewhere else. Little did I know at the time that was actually a good price I was paying. And even with it going up, I was paying a good price. It would have been a good price, you know, if I'd have known now what I knew then. No. If I'd have known then what I know now, I'll way around. But yeah, it was a nice spot, but hey, all good things come to an end. We need to kill spiders. Wait, kill spiders? No, don't kill the spiders. No, don't kill the spiders. Cup and card, get a card, slide underneath and put it outside. Don't kill the spiders. They've never done nothing. They're harmless. Get a cup and a card and put them outside. Don't kill the spiders. Poor spiders. Spiders are your friend. They're good. They're good. They're good to have around. Spiders like keep the flies out. Well, don't really keep them out, but you know they eat the ones that get in. Like if you see a spider like in a corner, just leave it there. Just leave it there. It ain't bothering nobody. Just leave it in the corner. You can give it a name. The thing is, if you see a spider in the corner, it's just gonna stay there for days, months, sometimes even. They'll just be in the corner and just like staying at one spot for the longest time. It would not move. You know what I mean? You don't need to bother them. They're fine. You know, they're harmless. Don't worry. It's not like, I mean, if we lived in Australia or something, then you know what I mean. Then I'd be like, yeah, fair enough. But come on, like spiders here are fine. Well, technically, all spiders are venomous, but it's not enough to kill you. Like, it's fine. It's not even enough to make you ill. You don't have to worry about spiders in the UK. You can just leave them alone. You can put them. You can leave them in the corner. They'll just do their thing in the corner, and they don't bother you. Or yeah, cup and card and put them outside. But nah, I don't kill them. I don't kill them. They never done nothing. They ain't never done nothing. Now, if you got rats in your house, you better kill those. Better take care of those. Just saying. They breed quick. Oof. But yeah. It is that time, y'all. Next live stream due Thursday. Didn't stream last Thursday, but hopefully we're streaming this Thursday, playing some games. Playing Breath of the Wild, getting back to that. 8 PM GMT, if you can join me, that would be swell. Spider bite, like a bit. I don't know if I've had a spider bite. I've definitely had some insect bites. So I know spiders aren't insects, but you know, I've definitely had some like bites from that area of creatures. You know, I don't know if it was a spider or something else, but something in that world of creatures bit me. But I was asleep, so I don't know what it was. Could have been a spider, could have been anything. In fact, it's happened more than once, but again, I was asleep, so I don't know what it was. So yeah, I'm aware they can be very itchy, especially you know, when they've been in for a bit and they start getting itchy, you can, you know, just scratching them. So yeah, they get really annoying. You know, but it's fine. I'll go away after a few days, maybe a week. False widow. Look up false widow real quick. Was it false widow? Does that mean it's still married? This line that their husband died. Trying to get that, trying to get that life insurance money. Line about their husband dying. False widow, huh? I'm looking at it now. Yeah, that looks a bit nasty. Can't lie though. That looks a bit nasty. But still, don't worry about it. It's fine. A little bit of pain never hurt nobody. A little bit of pain never hurt nobody. That's my motto. A little bit of pain never hurt nobody. Yeah. I'm gonna go relieve myself. Put a little food in my belly. Then I'm gonna lie down. And hopefully for a lot longer than 4 hours and 44 minutes. But guys, you have been awesome as always. Appreciate you and all that you do. Thank you for keeping me company. Thank you for keeping it lively. And until whenever, if ever. Oh, hopefully, by the way, you got some cool Spider-Man powers when you got bit. Now that stick to walls and stuff and start shooting webs. But if not, then maybe try to get bitten again. You might need to get bit like multiple times, but you get Spider-Man powers. But until then, peace.